Welcome back to Doing Bart Things. I am in the process of trying to sell and move my house and get to a new house, which when I move, hey, good times are coming. This is going to be a slightly less low rent production, I think, hopefully. I had to stop in the middle of doing things and I just really want to make a video. It's something that's been on my mind, and I ran across this article, and some things have happened at work, and in discussions with various IT professionals. Guys, AI is no joke, all right? I want to just use this article as an example, and kind of give a warning to family, friends, anybody who's out there, to be aware that this, honestly, we don't know where it's going to go. Like, this may be the biggest development in the course of human history since the atomic bomb, since electricity. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know how deep this goes. Maybe I'm being paranoid, or maybe I'm just overstating it, but I suspect I'm not. Here's an example. Microsoft's new AI needs just 3 seconds of audio to clone a voice. So what does that mean? At first, that's like, wow, that's pretty cool, and then you start realizing the implications of this. Here's an example. Pretty much every single CEO of a company, and higher up execs, have video out there of them speaking. So if you can get the right audio, you only need 3 seconds of it, you can clone their voice. If I'm in an IT organization, this is scary, because if you can clone somebody's voice, now I can call into a service desk and sound like that person. I only need a couple of other things, and I can literally get whatever I want. I can get to that person's account potentially. I could have the service desk reset their password. I could do all sorts of social engineering shenanigans because I can clone that voice. You can probably set up something where even though it's you talking, it will spit out the other end as that voice. That's pretty terrifying. On a more personal level, that's not an organizational level, just imagine for a minute that you set up a robocall. It robocalls somebody, they speak into the phone for 3 seconds going, hello, hello, I can't hear you. And they hang up, right? Like your grandma. And then this thing records that, clones the voice, and next thing you know, you're getting weird calls from your grandma going, hey, I'm stuck out somewhere, I need help. Send me money. There's so many dastardly things that can be done with it. And the good things that can be done with it are also a little bit terrifying. Like, if you can do this, you can set up messages. Like, you almost don't have to, you could set up things basically for yourself where the machine will answer the phone for you. And it'll be your voice. And it will be your set up reactions to whatever incoming call and thing that is going on there. I mean, this is just one item. This is just one little thing. This is not even scratching the surface of what is coming for us, when in regards to AI. There's a reason why really big companies are buying up these data center style GPU setups that basically process AI. It's not the inventing the AI that actually takes the extreme processing power. It's the training of the AI. It's to help the AI find all of the paths it can take, basically, to sort through itself and train itself up and then go, okay, I've got this. To get something like to where its sole purpose, this AI's sole purpose, is to basically clone a voice in 3 seconds, right? And the moment that basically companies have figured out how powerful this is, they immediately went all in. Um, Meta went all in. Twitter, I guess it's X now. Elon Musk spent something like $1 billion on just buying all of the reserves of NVIDIA H100 Hopper chips, which is their data center powered graphics. Like, it's a crazy nutty chip, and it's really based off. It's a GPU, is what it is, but it's a giant one. That's meant for data center, and it's really good at training AI. That's really what it's for. And Elon went and bought a ton of them. AMD is entering the fray with their MI300, I think, and they're already talking about the MI400. Like, the entire industry is getting caught in a arms race of making the best hardware to train your AI. And what's going to happen is AIs are going to get way more complex, way more in depth. We're going to start seeing things that know more about you than you ever thought you knew about yourself. Like, it's going to get really crazy very, very quickly. I think the whole landscape of how things run, I mean, we have help desk agents today, like in big companies, that you'll call and they'll answer the phone. IBM has already laid off something like 7,800 service desk agents in India because they have AI functions that can handle that. They don't need all those people just answering the phone, looking up a help article, and then assisting. And pretty soon, no company is going to need help desk agents to answer the phone, look up an article, because the AI can do it. Like, it can go, and it will search up, the perfect knowledge article for whatever issue may be troubling you. It will be able to eventually, at some point, on its own, remote in and troubleshoot. I have no doubt about it. It will be able to go, let's take a look, blah, 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 and then it will, ask you, are you sure we're about to reboot your system? You'll say yes. It'll reboot your whole system. It'll get everything back up to a state. You'll log in, and then you'll be good to go. Like, it will do these things. It will do the basic stuff. As time goes on, it's going to start from the lower end and then work its way up. And what you're going to see, I'm not sure. Again, I don't know what exactly the future. Realistically, the only thing that can stop AI is something that is not physically possible due to the law of physics, or the idea of what we want it to do. It's not going to just exist and do something out of nothing. It will need input from its environment, from someone who can talk to it, which is us, and tell it what exactly it needs done. If it can clone a voice in 3 seconds, it will be able to soon understand what we're saying in such a way that it's never been able to do before. There's already a lot of voice AIs out there that are doing really well, I think, in capturing human voice and then turning that into instruction. So rather than typing on a keyboard, I can say, hey, go do XYZ, and it will be able to do it. I'm not talking like Siri. I'm talking like, build me this. There's so many AI-generated videos on YouTube now, and I'm not even sure if everybody actually realizes this is all AI-generated. They're using this right now, today. It's in its infancy. This is literally, this is not like crypto. Crypto doesn't make anything. Crypto is just currencies and exchanges. This is world altering. This is like Skynet. It's like what's coming for us. This is basically, this is going to be a revolution, not just something that's out there. And again, just like anything else, it will be used for good and it will be used for ill. Pretty soon, I think I'm going to have to tell my kids basically like, hey, if you get a phone call and you don't recognize the number, don't even answer, which I already do, right? And I try to have it blocked down. But that's going to be for me now, even too. Like, I used to answer the phone and they'd go, it's Microsoft support. And I go, haha, and have fun with that. You won't even be able to do that stuff anymore. Like, right now, like, that's what's happening today. Because if you do, they're going to clone your voice in 3 seconds, and then my kid is going to get a call from me saying, "Hey, send me all your money to this deal. It's an emergency. Click." Like, that's the world we're living in. That's not. It's not a myth. It's not something that could happen. Like, it's happening, you know. And if you think for 1 second that we can trust the powers that be, like Microsoft, I say powers that be, if you can trust giant organizations to protect you from this stuff, I got really bad news for you. They're not going to protect you from it. They're going to use it on you. That's what's going to happen. So everybody take notice. I tend not to say these things to get everybody riled up or talk. Like, I'm just literally, I just want to make sure that I say it. Maybe someone will heed it. Maybe it'll help them. Maybe you'll say I'm full of it and move on about your day. That's fine. That's, to each his own. I wanted the peace of mind that I'd basically share this information, and that in hopes that if someone out there sees it, maybe it just saves one person one day from, making a mistake and maybe asking some questions. For this, I think, simple things like always having a code word with your family is a really good idea. So that way, if you get some sort of message, you can go, "Hey, what's the code word?" And the AI probably is not going to know that unless it happened to catch 3 seconds of your audio or whatever audio sample it had that happened to have that in there. It's not going to know that. That kind of thing. So there are precautions against this today we can take. In the future, when it gets more crazy, like, I don't know what we're going to do. But that would be one example of something that maybe you can implement with your family and stuff to try and at least keep you safe. And I think every organization should have some sort of ID thing that is for IT, that's a unique identifier that they don't share with anybody. So when they call in, it's something that your service desk has and you have, and that will keep everybody safe. And I haven't thought about this in a while, but that would probably be another idea. So anyway, happy Saturday, everybody. Not to freak everybody out, just again, I felt like it was time to basically say something and sort of let everybody know, even if it's just my friends and family. So thank you all. Have a great weekend, and we'll be talking to you.